Welcome to DMZ. Today, we're looking to complete several contracts in under 6 minutes, and if we're lucky, find a few IFAKs and AFAKs. The weight limit, we've already got the golden gas mask, or regular gas mask, sorry, and we've already got 3 weapon slots filled, so we just need to fill up our backpack and we should be good to go. Looks like we've gotten a decent spawn here where we actually have a nice vehicle. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab this vehicle and move over to our first hospital. What I want to do is get a few hospitals out of the way as quickly as possible and then run some contracts. So let's do that. All right, so let's actually get up on the freeway here. And what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the Al Mazrah Hospital area right here. I want to get that one out of the way first, so then we can kind of just move out of Al Mazrah City. I don't really want to run contracts here. I feel like as a solo, running contracts in Al Mazrah City isn't the wisest idea, just because there's a lot of high ground points, like, you know, high rise up there, that building, other things like that, that if you're down in the low ground, you're doing missions and you're shooting AI, there might be players that spot that or hear that, go and take high ground, and then potentially put you in a bad position. So I'd rather not be doing contracts here if I don't have to. So off to the hospital. We have 6 hospitals in total that we're trying to hit up. But we got to be fast about them because I don't want to waste too much time doing this. I don't need large medical bags. I only need 1 IFAK and 5 AFAKs, so hopefully we can find those. I feel like AFAKs are quite rare, so I doubt we're actually going to find all the ones we need, but who knows. Let's see, do we have a UAV tower here? We do. We're going to take control of the area because I do believe there's actually like some kind of spawn that's somewhat nearby this area. I don't know exactly where it is, but we just want to be safe. I've also brought in my Chimera build. I don't really think I've shown this to you guys, so I wanted to, as well as my MCPR. So we are rocking 2 insured weapons here right now. And ultimately, this Chimera is built for sniper support. It's to help me compete against things like SMGs in close range. And then my sniper rifle should be able to deal with the long range and sometimes even the medium range. Medium range is probably my weak spot with this build, but it's not bad. You know, pepper him up with the sniper, or even potentially knock him, and then, you know, finish the job with the Chimera. All right, I want to be fast about this. I don't want to stay in this area very long. So I'm just going to do a quick run through here. Not think too much about it. Not be super detailed either. We're just looking for AFAKs and IFAKs. We'll take a self-revive. IFAK there. We got our 1 IFAK, so we're good on that. Now we just need AFAKs, which is great. We can just narrow our focus down to one thing. Pick up this watch for money. Need a little bit to sell. We'll check the little building right here, and then we'll be on our way out. Nothing there. Alright, we'll take another self-revive. Might not. I don't have a ton of plates right now, and I got plenty of backpack space. This doesn't hurt. Alright. Let's go to our next hospital. Now our next one, we're gonna have to cross the bridge up here to get to. So let's go take care of that. Also, I want to talk to you guys about AI. So I asked you guys in one of my recent videos, you know, if you guys felt the AI were too hard. Some of you said they're just fine, but I'd say that the majority of you said they were really difficult and crazy. Some of you even saying they ruined the game, which I think is a bit of an exaggeration, but it's how you feel and that's fine. So on the matter of AI, what I want to discuss is the ways that you want to go about combating them. This guy's probably going to freak out actually because they've got the weapons case and I'm driving by. That's probably going to make them panic, but I'm just going to pass on by. They can go ahead and do their weapons case. I got no problem with it. Anyway, back to the matters of AI. So I have 2 large tips that I want to give you guys in regards to AI. So one, sometimes you guys go and say in the comments things like, oh, you know, how don't you have a ton of AI, you know, around you or whatnot? That's because I like to avoid hotspots. They're what I call AI hotspots, okay? Now, I tend to avoid them unless my missions require that I go to them, right? Otherwise, I don't need to take the risk. I'm not going to. AI hotspots that I would say would be Oktar Village is probably the worst. That's probably the worst in my experience. I don't think I've ever been to any other place that has so much AI that just don't stop coming. So I don't really go into Oktar unless, again, I have a mission and I have to. Really don't mess with that, right? Another place would be, at least for season 2, all stream pass. Now in season 1, I feel like all stream pass wasn't that bad, but in season 2, it is nutty, you guys. That place is crazy. Okay, we actually got one more spot to check here. Let's check over here. Outstream Pass is pretty crazy. And this season in particular, I feel like Hydroelectric is pretty spicy as well. It's like a 50-50. It's like sometimes you might get a DMZ match where they drop a ton of AI there, and then sometimes you won't, right? And I think the same said for Zaya as well. Zaya is a 50-50 one as well, when in season 1 it was like always AI heavy, and I stayed away from there as much as I could. But in season 2, it's a 50-50 where sometimes they dump a ton of AI there, sometimes they don't. So you want to keep those hotspots in mind so that, especially as a solo player, you stay away from them, again, unless you absolutely must. And if you do go there, you got to take extra precaution, like making sure you get blades and have self-revives and, you know, other things like that, because it might get a little too spicy for you and you might get messed up. So that's things you got to keep in mind, number 1, okay? Number 2, and I'll show you right here when I go to fight some AI. So instead of just like running out into the open, actually it looks like we might not really have AI to test here. Okay, so we have some here. This isn't really going to be a good example, so I'll wait till I have a good example and we have a bunch of AI to show you, okay? This doesn't really help that much. But for now, let's just focus on getting our AFAC here. No AFAC there. Nothing I really even need out of those crates. We're trying to be quick about this, guys, too, remember? Not trying to waste time. I know there's plenty more I could loot here. Also, something to be aware of, it's like, I know AI are coming soon, right? Now, I can actually make that a little less annoying by blowing up a bunch of them on their way in. That's something else, you know, you can keep your mind on and do. AFAC, lovely. Love to see it, love to see it. Let's see if we can get one more. No, it doesn't look like. I know there's self-revive there, but I don't want to carry too many. I already have 3. It's plenty enough, and an extra pistol too, so I'm good. I will try to find a time to show you guys the AI here, but what it's about, I'll at least explain the concept of what I'm going to be doing when it comes to fighting AI, and that's the use of cover. I cannot tell you how many of you guys I've seen. I hate to say, I've seen a lot of you guys just stand kind of out in the middle, just out in the open, right? With no piece of cover near you and shoot AI. Now, the same thing applies to actually PvP as well. You really want to be utilizing cover, whether it's, you know, a little ledge to stick your chest over or a corner to stick the side of your body out and weave in and out of those pieces of cover so that you minimize the amount of damage you take, right? These are things you need to keep in mind when fighting AI that will make fighting AI significantly easier. It's like positioning isn't only important against players, it's important against AI as well. Don't take them lightly, because that's how you're going to get killed or knocked by them, right? You got to treat AI almost like you would players, not to the same degree, but similarly, to at least minimize damage taken. So when you guys see me fighting AI and things like that, really pay attention to the smaller details, you know, what pieces of cover I'm using when I'm fighting, when am I going behind a wall to plate up, you know, when am I deciding to retreat from the AI, things like that. You really need to pay attention to those fine details, because those are the things that matter, that are going to help you improve against AI, right? It's easier to say than it is to show. That's why I tell you to pay really close attention, maybe even replay in scenarios. So for example, too, the video where I asked you guys if AI were too hard, I asked in that video because at the same time I was showing you guys that I was soloing a very difficult AI mission, and with the majority, if not all of them, being tier 3 AI. So I wanted to show you guys, you know, taking on difficult AI while also asking you guys, right? So I just want to help you guys. You know, don't listen to anybody that says anything rude about it. If you're having difficulties with it, there's nothing wrong with that, but you definitely can find ways to improve and overcome them, okay? So just keep that stuff in mind, you guys. Now let's head over. We're heading over to the 4th hospital. I noted that there were 6, right? We're heading over to number 4 here. All right. Now this one is probably my least favorite to come to late. I like to kind of start at this one. I don't really like to come here late. It's a little sketchy in my opinion where there could be players nearby because Crypto Room is such a hot spot for players. Understandably so. I'm just gonna park my vehicle here. I'm gonna jump out of it. So now there's a ton of AI right there. This is an example where I'm not just gonna stand out in the open and fight them. I'm gonna take a piece of cover. There is a ton of them. And see, I'm gonna bob between pieces of cover like this to minimize damage taken. You see what I'm saying here? Now that they're not shooting on me, I'm not bobbing and weaving as much, but the concept is the same, right? Right? And then on top of it, when I bob and weave like this, they lose line of sight of me and stop shooting for me. You see how I got quiet when I popped my head down here? Right? So every time I bob, they have to reacquire me as a target, making it harder for them to hit me, right? I'm taking no damage against what was just a ton of AI, and I'm taking them out, right? Okay. Ignore the missed shots. You know, we'll pretend that didn't happen in the example. But you guys get the idea, right? I'm using that cover to my advantage, right? And I also, before I even started fighting, I moved over to what looked like a good piece of cover. And that was the very first decision I decided to make there, right? So it's those little details you need to pay attention to when fighting AI, and those little details that are gonna make you do a lot better against AI and really excel. All right, you guys, I hope that helps. I really want to help you guys do better against the AI because it's honestly not that bad. They honestly do have the AI in a really good position, even for solos. I try to be a living example of that and show you guys that. Now, if you have 2 or 3, it becomes even easier. Again, a bunch of AI. I'm going to take a piece of cover, right? Same thing. I'm taking cover, right? I'm bobbing in and out of this cover while taking AI, minimizing damage taken, right? It's very, very important, you guys. Very, very important, okay? Now, I'm not saying that this is necessarily easy to do either. It's going to take some practice. I'm not telling you you're going to be able to do this right from the get-go. This is, for me, it's habitual, right? This is habit for me to do this. Just because of, you know, a lot of playtime, right? Just a lot of playtime is why that's habitual. Now, it's not going to be habitual for you. That's going to take time. You're going to have to keep trying to remember, and you're going to have to learn from your failures of when you die from AI because you weren't finding good pieces of cover and you weren't weaving in and out and things like that. Don't worry, you're not going to get it right away, but with time and practice, you will. Mind you, I have, you know, over 1,000 hours in this game, and even in other FPS titles, because that's my favorite genre, I have thousands of hours in those too. So, you know, again, playtime is everything. The more you play, the better you will get, especially if you're keeping an open mind about the things you need to do to improve rather than blaming everything that's outside of your control, right? You can't control how difficult the AI are going to be, but you can control how good you are against the AI, right? I'm a person that doesn't like massive amounts of excuses, so I'm always trying to find ways to improve things myself. Now, I just saw somebody shooting from the top of that roof up there. That tells me there's players doing mall rat. So I am not going to hit the hospital there. I'm going to go about my business and, you know, head on out. We're going to head over to the 6th hospital, which is over here. Now, there is one here, but again, I see players shooting from the roof. I guarantee you they have the mall rat mission. I'm not trying to take that risk, so I'm just going to head on out, let them do their thing. Maybe I'll come back. I do have, you know, 11 minutes pending here before the zone starts to, you know, close up. But I'm also looking to hit, you know, some contracts in under 6 minutes. So we probably won't go back to the hospital. That's fine. I already got an IFAC and one AFAC, so we're already looking pretty good. What we do need to do, though, is we do need to get plates, and I don't really have a viable store nearby. I don't like this store because you have to venture really deep into AI to touch that store, so I don't want to go there. That's just another one of those things, right? With AI, right? You're not going to see a bunch of AI, me encountering a bunch of AI here, because I'm not going to go into that store because I know that that store will be surrounded by AI and I don't want to deal with it. I'm also not going to go into this store because it's in the gas. So what I'm probably going to do is head over to this store right here, as that one is going to have the least resistance and it's going to be the easiest for me to, you know, go and hit up, right? All right, here we land at the 6th hospital. We didn't get to go to the 5th, but that's fine. No big deal. Let's go here. Now, when there's little amounts of AI, you won't see me using cover. You know, when there's like 2 right there, I'm just going to run right at them. No big deal. Look at that. Another AFAC. That is wonderful, you guys. That is wonderful. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. Let's see. 2 AFAX is pretty rock solid. Like, if I even see another one, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, we're all good. Alright. So what do I have here? What do I have here? I still have my watches for a little bit of money, which is great. I'm gonna need some gas, so I'm gonna stop right here, let this thing repair, get some gas, all that good stuff. Alright, now we know there's one on that roof. I want to take him out. Alright. Got one plate left here. We'll just check this box, see if there's anything valuable. Now, I see that an AI chopper is coming, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to get out of here right now. Again, just another way to avoid AI, right? My vehicle's repaired, my gas is filled, I'm out of here. Yes, I could have grabbed a gas tank, but I don't mind stopping at gas stations quite frequently. It doesn't bother me at all. Is that a player right there? That's definitely a player right there. He might be a little panicked seeing me go by, but don't worry, buddy. You go on and do your thing. I got nothing to do with you. Just don't come around me, and we'll be fine. What I want is the store. Alright, he did damage to my vehicle. A little annoying, but it's fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I just want to make sure that's not a real player. It scared me a little. Annoying AI. They are annoying, though. I'll give you that. I don't think they're too strong. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why was there that much bullets? That didn't sound like AI bullets. Hold on here, guys. Okay, I need to think about what I can drop here. I'm going to drop this because I need slots for more plates. Okay, we got enough now. Let's get out of here. Oh, yeah, there was a vehicle over there. I just saw a blink on a vehicle over there. Probably real players, but we're not going to worry about it. Okay, so next mission, what we're going to do, it's funny, we're actually going to come back to where we started. We're going to go and do this nuclear supply contract because I think that it's in a really good position to hit without like having any kind of player interruption. What I do wonder though, I'm thinking in my head right now is how quickly can I do this? I got to do contracts in under 6 minutes. Can I do this under 6 minutes? I feel like this is a mission that you could do under 6 minutes quite easily. So yeah, we'll go for it. Just make sure there's no players up on that hill there because that'd be problematic. That would definitely be problematic. All right, we're looking good. I don't see any players up there. We're probably just fine. It's funny that we're coming all the way back here. I wanted to check the hospitals first though, guys, because that's kind of mission priority for me right now. Because other players could have this same mission. There's several missions to get IFAX, AFAX, etc. So I wanted to make sure I hit up those hospitals before anything. And I wasn't going to do missions in the city, but after roaming essentially the whole map, right, I've seen that other areas are a bit hotter. Okay, where are you? I don't even know. Okay, now we got to do this quickly. So, let's get to the move on. Where's that at? Okay. Oh, didn't mean to get in and get out. That was an accident. I heard an explosion in the distance. Pretty sure. I'm gonna need to drop something. I'm gonna drop imported tea. Because I don't want to get rid of my spotter scope. Oh, I heard AI getting shot. Yep, real players. Okay, and this wants me to go over there. So we're actually going to be looping back up to this area. Now we might have a problem, though. I don't know where that vehicle went, and I gotta go to this area, so it's a little problematic. We're gonna have to see what's going on over here. They might be filling up on gas is my biggest concern here. It looks like they're not. Why are there so many broken down vehicles here? You guys noticing this? Does this gas station always have this many broken down vehicles? It probably did. But for some reason right now it seems foreign. Ah, they're going for the exfil, I'm sure of it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this thing's gonna be way up there. Where are they? I got 4 minutes to complete it. These are just annoying. Okay. Jeez. Okay, so it's definitely this way. Or not? This way. Ah, here we go. Probably down here somewhere. Oh, no. This way? Ah, under the bridge. I'm sure. Yep. I have to loot these out? I don't know if I do or not. Whatever. I guess I'm going to. Yeah, I do have to. Okay, that's a little annoying. Okay. Ah, the other bridge. Okay, no biggie. Yeah, they were definitely hitting the exfil. I should bring a vehicle to the other bridge, because you never know if something's going to go down. Especially there being an exfil so close. Ah, great. I was going to reload my sniper, but then an AI appeared. Alright, let's go ahead and plate up. Ooh, you see that vehicle over there? Notice that? That red? Probably a player. Something to be careful of. I wonder if this one will be under the bridge too. I kind of feel like the theme would be there. Oh, maybe not actually. It's definitely going to be like this way. There we go. Alright, cool. That's one done. We're all good there. Wait, why does it say 1 out of 4? I had 1 out of 4. Do we have another bugged mission? Guys, I've been running into so many bugged missions lately. It's kind of insane, actually. Or does the timer have to go out? The deadline's timer, perhaps? I am not sure. I am not sure what is going on there. What in the world? Okay, well, I think we're going to work on exfilling here, guys. We've gotten these AFACs and IFACs. I just wanted to have a really chill, relaxed run and explain, you know, AI, which I hopefully got across to you guys, and that helps you guys. Because, yeah, a lot of you guys are having troubles with that, and I don't want you guys struggling. I've also seen some people talking about exfil campers, and exfil campers are tough. The best thing you can do is hit an exfil like I just did, take a vehicle, and just kind of drive circles around, you know, a little bit. Use the third-person camera. Really, really utilize this third-person camera to try and spot players that might be exfil camping, you know. Check out that building right there, right? See if you see any glints or anything like that. Check out this building, stuff like that, you know. That's something to really use at your disposal. Vehicles, though I will say not all vehicles are equal, right? Like if you're using one of the chop tops, that's quite a risk because you can get sniped out of that so easily, and then it's over for you, you know. So don't think any vehicle does the trick. This vehicle in particular is the best vehicle as a solo and against players, you guys. This is the one, really. I'm telling you. Pull up to here, hop on in, and let's get on out of here. I also have a full backpack that's going to help me complete weight limit, which is what I'm really trying to knock out the park. It's just kind of a grind. It one takes a while, you know. All sorts of stuff like that. Anyways, hope you guys appreciated, you know, the tips and stuff. Let me know too if there's any like details that you want to know or anything you'd like to see with countering AI. But I'd say the biggest takeaways here, you guys, are one, be careful in hotspots. I'm not saying to avoid them completely. Sometimes you're going to have to go into them. But when you have to go into them, know that and come prepared. Bring plates, bring self-revives, you know, stuff like that. Maybe even, you know, put Phil on and play with other players or group up with players in our Discord because you know that it's going to be in one of those hotspots, whatever your mission is, and you know it's going to get pretty spicy, right? You know, come prepared, you guys. Come prepared. It's a huge, 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 huge deal. And then the other thing is using cover. Using cover cover is not only good against players, you guys, it's equally as good against AI. You guys got to see when I was dipping behind cover that the AI would stop shooting, and then when I'd pop up momentarily, they wouldn't hit me right away. It takes a little bit, it seems, for them to really like lock onto you and nail shots. So if you're peeking up and down, it really minimizes damage taken. Anyway, as always, if you guys liked this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the algorithm, helps me. And if you're looking for gun builds that I don't post here on YouTube, make sure to go to my Twitter, as I'll be posting tons of gun builds there almost every single day, you guys. So if you guys like my builds, make sure to go and check out my Twitter. It's in the link in the description down below. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Peace.